So, ladies, what is beneath the surface? What is underneath? When you view a property, you look at the beautiful granite finishes, you look at the beautiful tiles, you look at the stunning staircase, and how about this designer one? But I don't. I climb into the roof. I point out the broken roof trusses, and I point out the burnt trusses. Ladies, why do I climb into the roof? Why do I look under the surface? That is where the truth lies. So today I want to talk to you about exactly what is under the surface. That is where we find strength. Cracks don't scare me. They scare some other people, but they don't scare me, because cracks really show us what is happening in the building. How is the building settling? I know where to look under the polyfiller. What has happened? What are they hiding? And that is the most important thing. And ladies, we taught to hide our cracks, to smile over the hurt. You scared? Don't worry, just smile over it, everything will be fine. And we are told to paint over our fear. Just put some makeup on, you'll be fine. Some red lips, everything will be fine. But if you look at the cracks and you look closely at the cracks, it shows you where you must give attention. And that is where you start to grow. That is where you will thrive. I have been under tremendous pressure. I have had some cracks. Why? Because I'm the only woman on site. I'm the only one who is on site calling out developers, calling out builders, telling them they are making nonsense. And they don't expect me to climb onto a forklift to check a roof. They don't expect me. The other photograph is actually my ladder on top of a shipping container so that I could get onto that roof. In that inspection, I actually saved my client 3.5 million rand. That's not what they expected me. When I was doing the inspection, I had some guys say, no, they'll help me carry my ladder. When I said, but I want to go up there, they're like, really? But you're a woman. I'm like, and? Bring the ladder, let's go. Okay? I'm not scared. I climb into the roofs because that is where the hidden dangers lie. Do you know how expensive roof repairs are? Trust me, you want to know before you buy the property. And my poor camera, I wear it out. Every 60,000, yes, 60,000 photographs, I have to replace the lens. That is if the camera hasn't fallen off the roof earlier. Nobody expects a woman to have these tools and to use this in your daily life. I have pointed out burnt trusses, which nobody saw. And I have assisted women in walking away from deals. I had first-time home buyers phone me in tears. I made a mistake. And then we assist them afterwards. And we get them out of the deals. I expose the truth. I get to the bottom. I show you what the actual defects are. A while ago, I stopped asking, why am I the only woman in the industry? Why me? And you know what I ask now? What am I doing to make sure that I'm not the last woman? And the answer that I came up with, I have started my own training academy. The Property Pro Academy. And as soon as QCTO and SACWA get their ducks in a row and approve the new building inspector qualification, I am going to train up an army of women. And my inspectors are going to say no. My inspectors are going to say, we are not signing off on this. It is unacceptable. We will not accept this. So my legacy, I don't want buildings. I want people. I want to help clients like this. This poor girl phoned me in tears after she read my 120-page snag list inspection. The property she was buying was a disaster. And then what happens? The NHBRC says, oh, no, the law says we can only do this. So what do I then do? I email the Minister of Human Settlements. I email the head of legal at the NHBRC. They then give me the runaround. And what do I say? I'll see you on the Devi show. Very quickly they respond. Very quickly they're talking to me. So I've given them a month, but you might still see me on the Devi show. This is what I want to teach women to do. I want my name to be mentioned when people need strength, when they need truth, and when they need courage. Every inspection I do, I want to say, I was here and I made a difference. Every woman's story is important, but only if she tells it in her own voice, not in the voice the world wants her to use. So ladies, if you remember nothing else today, remember, my name is Marisha Robus. I climb into roofs. I expose defects. I am going to train truth sayers. And I'm only getting started.